we will start with the H. Lawrence for our lecture today. Okay. Now, I think almost of you will know and will discuss about our author for the first time in this lecture. Okay. Who knows the H. Lawrence? Who has any, let's say, idea about his life, his literature, his works, his. Okay, Sahar, do you want to tell us about the H. Lawrence?
Yes, doctor.
Yes, please go ahead.
He was born in central England to a father who worked in the coal mines and a teacher who had a great impact on his upbringing and his physical and physiological build. After receiving a scholarship at Nottingham High School, he entered University College in the city and qualified for education. He did in a clinic for تب- هي مرض السل
Mm-hmm.
in the French city of Venus.
Okay, thank you. So I try to get something from what you have said. Now, he's from a poor family. His
No,
father is a miner, يعني كان يشتغل بمنجم، فاهم؟ His mother was well-educated woman. His mother is unsatisfied with his father, let's say, social and educational levels. She was unsatisfied. This is a very important point in Lawrence's life. His father and his mother's relation was not good because we have a problem with the father's social status, or he was not rich man, and the mother was well-educated woman. Okay, she is unsatisfied with his father, and I said we will discuss this later through the events of this story. Who wants to add? Who wants to add? Kafa, please. Do you know anything about the H. Lawrence?
Yes, Doctora. He was born in 1885 and he was dead at 1930. He was a novelist, man, and a short story writer, poet, and he write essays.
Poet,
Uh,
short story writer, novelist,
yes,
essayist. Yes.
yeah, and he was he writes essays, and he is from England, or he is Englishman. Yes, we can say that he has many collections, collections of poetry, and collections of poems about his wife, birds, beast, and the flower. And we can say that he was his poem reflects the influence of Ezra Pound and Imagist movement.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
He has,
and
he had a
yes,
good relation with Ezra Pound. Okay. He was influenced by Ezra Pound, an imagist in the American literature. But after that, okay, we can see that he took his own path. He took his own journey. He chose to be alone, to be distinguished. He wants to start a new path away from others.
yes. I
Yeah.
can add something that in his writing poetry, he was a stark man and immediate and true to the mysterious inner forest, which motivated it. Yes, and we can say that many of his best loved poems treat the physical and inner life of plants and animals. Yes,
Okay. Okay. He was affected by the natural life. Okay. Great. So as we said, or as we mentioned now, about his personal life, a bad relation between the parents, first of all. Now we know that he's Englishman. He is a novelist, short story writer, essayist, a poet, and his poem is a great. So he is a man with different types of literature, with different types or with genres, many genres. Okay, I want to share the screen with our author for our next short story. Okay, D.H. Lawrence. Who can read?
لا دكتورة مرح.
Go ahead, Marah.
Okay. D.H. Lawrence, 100,
1885 to
1885.
1930.
Okay. David Harpert Lawrence, a novelist, short story writer, poet, and essayist, was born in Eastwood, Nottingham,
Nottinghamshire.
Hampshire, England, on September 11, 1885. Through Peter known as a novelist, Lawrence's first published works in 1909 were poems, and his poetry, especially his evocations of the natural world, have since had a significant
influence
on many poets.
خليني أكمل. Had a significant influence on many poets on both sides of the Atlantic. His early poems reflect the influence of Ezra Pound and Imagist movement, which reached its peak in the early teens of the 20th century. When Pound attempted to draw Lawrence into his circle of writer followers, however, Lawrence decided to pursue a more independent path. So he chose his own way. He tried to be distinguished, as we said. So this man is a novelist, short story writer, poet, and essayist. This man was born in England in 1885. And he had good relations with others, especially Ezra Pound. He tried to share some of his works with, but he is independent writer. Okay. He believed in writing poetry that was stark, immediate, and true to the mysterious inner force which motivated it. Many of his best loved poems treat the physical and inner life of plants and animals. So he was close to the natural life. Okay. Others are bitterly satiric and express his outrage of the Puritanism and hypocrisy of conventional Anglo-Saxon society. Lawrence was a rebellious and profoundly polemical. يعني he was controversial. كان شخصية جدلية. Writer and radical views who regarded sex and the primitive subconscious and nature as cures to what he considered the evils of modern industrialized society. And rest are some of his works. So our writer is a great one. Okay, he is a man with deep ideas. He tries to be close to the natural life. He tried to touch the inner feelings of his readers. When you read anything about D.H. Lawrence, you can be touched. You can see the depth of human feelings and human personality through many of the themes and the ideas that are implied in his writings or in his novels, short stories, or poems. Okay. This is the personal life of D.H. Lawrence. Okay. Now, the short story that we are going to talk about or we're going to read and discuss in this semester is The Rocking Horse, The Rocking Horse Winner. Now, from the title, who can tell us what does this mean? What is the meaning? What is the symbol of our title? The Reckoning Horse Winner. And who is the winner?
Yes, Doctora.
Okay, Murad. What does this mean?
I think like my personal opinion, by like reading like a little bit of this story, okay, there is like a kid and always like listening and hearing from like his parents who really like got married because they love each other, but after like
Yes.
a while, after they face a lot of like struggles, they were like always like saying the same words: we need more money, more money.
Bravo.
So he's and this like this or like these words, it's making him like he want to please his parents, and he's trying just like to be the winner by
Murad, please, I want to interrupt you in this point, especially. Now, he wants to please his parents or he wants to please his mother. There is a big
his
difference
mother.
between.
His
Thank
mother
you.
more, because like he felt like his mother, it's because like he loved his mother so much, and his mother also she loved him, okay.
Yep.
So he want to please his mother, okay. So he's trying
Want
just like,
makes her,
because like he's still a kid.
so
Yeah.
lets her feel satisfied. He wants to
Yes.
please him. He wants to make her happy.
Yes, exactly, that's
Yeah,
what
he
I meant.
wants to make her happy.
Because and he's still like a kid, and he had like a limited ability, so all he has a rocking horse, and
Rocking.
he's just like acting like he's really like in a race, and like winning, just like to
What is
uh,
the rocking horse?
it's kind of like a toy. it's it's a toy, but it's not like a real horse.
It's from wood, right? A wooden toy.
Yes, wood, yeah, it's made of
Good.
wood.
Good. Thank you.
Welcome.
Very important information.
Yeah.
Ferial, do you want to add before going to
Yes.
the
Yes,
the
doctor.
introduction of the story? We don't want to take the story, by the way, today. We are having an introduction about it. We have to know what are the main ideas, the main points, the main events. Okay, we will talk about some events, but not the plot. Okay,
Yes.
we are not talking about the plot. We have to give the introduction, signs, hints to help you studying the short story.
Yes,
Okay, Ferial.
as a summary, doctor, I'd like to add
ما
that
بدي summary أنا لا أنا بدي ideas. هلا أنا عندي rocking horse, عندي winner, عندي D.H. Lawrence. We will talk about the author and the story. We will talk about the meaning of the title. What does this mean? Okay, we will talk about the story in very general.
Okay, the story in general.
يعني you can talk about the events, you can talk about the series of events, but next time, not today. كفى.
Yes, I can add something that it talk about kids or a child called Paul. this child
كفى
always
كفى
yes
مي ideas يعني هلا مراد
and
حكى يعني
yes
التايتل
I can add idea that the mother want to talk about the rich and the luck. That there is a
rich
yeah the rich or the wealthy بمعنى ال rich and there is a differentiate between to be rich or to be lucky.
She interested in material stuff.
Yes, that the mother wants to explain to us or to make a difference, a difference between to be a lucky or to be a rich man. That if you are lucky, it is more better than to be rich because if you are rich, you will lose your money. But if you luck, you will have
You will save money.
keep it and we will. It's better to be born lucky than rich. Yes.
So
It's more better to be lucky than to be rich. Yes.
Yeah, the story goes around
luck
certain points: luck,
and money.
success, money. Luck,
Yeah.
success, and money. Okay, good.
Yes, and I'd like to add that about dangers of chasing after this and interesting too much in them. Money, luck, and success, and the danger of chasing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The danger of having them together.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Who wants to add? Murad, you want something?
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
In psychology, we talked about like someone, his name like Sigmund Freud. Can you hear me? Sigmund Freud. He's the father of psychology.
Psychoanalysis, right?
Yes.
Bravo.
Psychoanalysis. And he talked about like two complex. The first one is called Debian's complex. And the second one,
Oedipus complex.
Yes, and the second one is called Electra complex. The first one is talking about like when a kid, as like a male, he loves his father, his mother so much, even like he don't want anyone to hurt her, or even like he really jealous of his father because they are sharing love to his mother. And the second one,
you mean please
yes.
I just want to stop here now. You mean that the kid, about 5-year-old kid, okay, is innately jealous of his father?
Yes.
And he wants to control his mother's love.
Yes,
this
exactly.
Comes from, or this is implanted in the kid's mentality and kids' feelings, okay, from the 5th year of his life.
Yes,
till
exactly.
the adulthood.
Exactly. In Arabic, it's called like عقدة أوديب.
Yes.
And في كمان في الإكترا.
Just a minute يا أنا كثير آسفة إني بقاطعك، بس للي مش عارف أوديب is something, is a play, is a drama, and this drama is written in, let's say,
in 1922
BC, before the Christ, قبل الميلاد.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And this
Greek,
drama, okay, we have a prophecy, we have نبوءة, a prophecy, and this prophecy tells Odib that you will kill your father and you will sleep with your mother. Okay. Now we know that Odib is a king. He married his mother, but he didn't know that she was his mother. And when he knows that he did marry his mother, he blind himself. Okay. But يعني الزلمة لما عرف انه هو متزوج امه وهو مش كان عارف انه امه، هو فقع عين نفسه. هلا انا Freud wants to shed the light on the kid's love toward his mother. Now he says that this love comes to, or implanted in, Odib's heart innately.
Yes.
Okay, and
Yeah.
this was uncontrollable. So
True.
هلا هاي البوينت is used a lot in literature, in modern literature or in old literature, the Oedipus or Oedip complex, because this man has a relation with his mother, and the critics try to employ this idea in almost of the genres. Now, our short story, Paul is the protagonist. He's a kid, by the way. Okay. And we
Yes.
have Hester, his mother. And we can see that the employment of Oedipus Rex or Oedipus complex is so clear, okay, by many critics. We don't know if Lawrence wants to employ this or not, but critics talk about this a lot. يعني النقاد كثير حكوا عن موضوع عقدة أوديب وتوظيفها في our short story for today, The Rocking Horse winner. I'm so sorry for interrupting you.
It's okay, doctor. I will forgive you.
Yes.
Okay, so basically, like about the writer and the story, it's almost it has the same like deep idea. Okay,
Yeah.
like if we think about it, about the writer, he has the same problem, but also like his mother, she loved him so much. Okay, but here like it's an like it's in like an opposite. Here like this kid, he loves his mother so much, even like he wants to please her, he wants just like to make her happy forever, so he's trying to work as much as he can just to let her reach this kind of happiness.
Yeah, you mean Murad says that our author D.H. Lawrence has a great relationship with his mother, and we can see that his mother, when she was alive, she refused any emotional relation with any other woman. I'm talking about Lawrence. She refused this, or to accept, okay, or to believe that her kid, her kid is now is a man and he is in love with others. No, she refused any spiritual or any emotional relation with any other woman. Okay, she want to control, she want to possess her kid.
Yes.
Okay,
Sure.
I'm talking about our author. أنا بحكي عن D.H. Lawrence himself. Okay, حتى through his life, we can see that Lawrence got married after his mother's death.
Yes.
ما استرجع يتجوز غير لما ماتت. So he left his mistress and he got married after his I'm talking about another woman. Okay, he got married to another woman after his mother's death. And here also we have a strong relation with our kid, with our protagonist in this story, and his mother. All of the things that he is trying to do, and he's trying his best, okay, to do, is to please, to please and to let his mother feel satisfied.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now, he is Paul, P-O-U-L, and our protagonist or other main character in the story, Hester, H-E-S-T-E-R. These are the two main characters that the story revolves around. I said the Rocking Horse. What is this toy? I will show you the toy.
بس دكتورة في مجال لو أعمل فيه presentation عنها عن السايكو analytic
analysis psychoanalysis. Yes.
Sorry.
Yep. This is the Rocking Horse. This is the toy, okay,
Yes.
that the kid or Paul uses through the events of the story, okay, to make money okay, he uses this tool to make money from. راح نشوف هذا why وكيف وليش. Okay, but this is the toy. Do you see it?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Okay, look here. The rocking horse is an indispensable toy for every child's childhood. It is usually made of wood. The production process is relatively simple and easy to operate. آلية عملها كثير سهلة. So it's more common in families where conditions are not superior. يعني for, let's say, not rich people. It's cheap. It's cheap toy. At the same time, the rocking horse is a toy that can bring happiness to children and make them feel happy and happy. The rocking horse has become the sustenance of maternal love, predicting the token of victory horse. But you can't get the happiness that the child should have. This striking contrast perfectly echoes the themes of the article from this side. I'm talking about the article that يعني بدي أشيلها، أنا ناسي أشيلها، أنا آسفة، لأنه الارticle here هلا the people in that era blindly pursued money and neglected humanity. قديش مهمة هاي، قديش مهمة، and caused serious damage to the child's young mind and the price of life, and paid the price of life. What does this mean? Can you buy happiness to child?
Yeah, doctor.
Can you buy happiness?
Buy happiness? No.
Well, like happiness for like eternity, it's really hard to buy. But we can like buy like limited happiness, maybe for like 1 day or like for 3 days. But after a while, like we cannot really like enjoy of our life with it.
Yes, doctor.
Okay, Ferial.
Maybe the rocking horse winner, it's a symbol of materialism.
Yep.
Lawrence uses the rocking horse to symbolize the danger of chasing wealth, not to make not make happy. This type, not make happy, only make
we are
money.
talking about a child who is damaged inside, by the way.
Yes.
I'm damaged seriously, by the way. Damaged. He is depressed. Okay. He is so sad inside.
Yes.
He does his best to make his mother happy.
Maybe as a result of the sad of his mother.
Is this right to show your feelings as a mother or as a father? Is this right to show your miserable feelings in front of your kids?
No, it's not.
No.
Is this right behavior? Is this right
yes, doctor,
thing to show your feelings in front of your kids? And we can see the miserable end of this story because of this, because of showing your own feelings, your own miserable, own sadness in front of kids, because the kid or children cannot resist this. They haven't the power, okay, to endure or to bear such sadness, because they are not strong enough.
True.
Mm-hmm. Now,
can I add something, Doctora?
I can't hear you.
كفى دكتورة.
Okay, Kafa, go ahead.
Maybe the author wants to discuss to us the relations, or to talk about the relations in our homes, or in our homes. Maybe he wants to say that the bad relation between the parents influence badly on the kids. And
Now, do you see a problem with the mother's personality or character? She is in love with his
yes,
father.
she looks
Okay,
Yes.
they
very
married.
good. Yeah.
They got
Yes,
married. After that, she or this relation was
yes,
collapsed
Doctora. Yes,
because
Doctora.
of money. So
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
now
Can I?
the mother, I'm talking about the mother in the story. She's a very weak character. She is a materialistic one.
Yes.
She's a
She
pure
always
materialistic woman.
complains. Yes,
She just wants money. She doesn't look for love.
yes,
And
yes,
the
Yeah.
message
Doctora.
in this story is telling us is about spiritual aspects.
Satisfying.
Okay,
Yes,
you have to implant love first in your kids' life. Okay, to be strong.
True.
And
True.
this message is telling us that okay, they don't have money, but the lack of money was not the main reason behind the failure of this family, was not the main cause or the main reason behind this failure of this damage of the family.
Yes. True.
Sarah, do you want to say something?
سلسبيل ولا سارة؟
مين رافع ايده؟ سلسبيل. Okay, سلسبيل, go ahead.
سلسبيل.
Yep.
دكتورة ممكن the rocking horse can be said to symbolize childhood. For one thing, nobody but a small child could ride a rocking horse without breaking it.
A child, what? Can ride a horse
A
without
childhood.
breaking it? What does this mean?
A child could ride a rocking horse without breaking it.
Breaking what? You mean breaking the horse itself? The wooden horse?
It can also be said to symbolize an interest in horses and horse racing. أو
Okay.
racing
This child, I'm talking about Paul, has this rocking horse. He used it as a tool to collect money, to please his mother, to make
Yes.
money, to just to give to his mother, okay, and to let her feel satisfied with the money. But at last, this way killed him. He
Yeah.
died because of this,
Yeah.
Yes.
maybe
because of
بول
this way.
نفسه. دكتورة maybe بول نفسه يرمز إلى الطفولة. هو نفسه الطفل يرمز إلى الطفولة.
Yes, he is a representation of the sad, of the oppressed childhood, of the unfair treatment with children. And the mother was responsible, as she is in charge of what? She is in charge of this bad treatment with kids. Presents, okay, they had a present. They had material things, but this is not all. Love and the warm feelings are more important for the heart
True.
of children. Okay, Murad, do you want to say something?
Yes. So I think like comparing with like the Arthur life and Powell, maybe like I think I'm not really sure about it. I think like because like the Arthur life, like with his mother, she really loves him so much, and
Yes.
after she died, he got married. Okay, so I think like at that time, like he felt sorry for like he didn't like really share the same love with her. So in this
Mhm.
story, like just trying just to tell her that he still like love her and appreciate what she did and always
Yeah.
trying just to make her happy.
Yeah, everything he needs in this life is his mother's happiness, and that's it.
Yes.
I want
Yeah.
just to make you happy. That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
When he says, Murad said that there is a relation with me. Between, okay. Now, we talked about this. Okay. What does this word mean? Autobiography. Autobiography. Auto, self.
Yeah.
Bio,
Self-life.
Yes,
Printed
graphy,
or
printed
written.
or written. يعني when the author writes about himself or herself. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Is Taha Hussein Al-Ayyam autobiography or not? It is an autobiography.
Yes, yes, it is. Talking about
He's
himself.
talking about himself.
Yes,
He's talking about himself. Now, the word biography is to talk about people from a third person point of view. This is the biography. Do you understand my point? Now, we have biography and we have autobiography. Biography without auto, okay, to talk about someone's life, someone's, let's say, journey of life or trip of life. But when we say autobiography, we are talking about the author's life. Now, can we say that, not autobiography in certain, no. Can we say that The Rocking Horse Winner is a semi-autobiography of D.H. Lawrence or not?
Yes, we can. صح. Bless you.
الله يسعدك. Can we say it is a semi-autobiography or not? Okay, Murad, go ahead.
Yes, we can, because like he's replacing like the life he lived in the story, but like in opposite way.
Yeah. So Paul is Lawrence himself.
Yeah.
And Hester is Lawrence's mother.
Yes.
Let's go. Yes, let's go and read. بدي منك يا مراد انت اللي تقراها الله يرضى عليك.
Okay.
Here. Semi-autobiography story here. بدك يعني اغير اللون ولا لا؟
لا عادي دكتورة، بس انا عندي مشكلة الفيديو بضل يوقف، عندي شوية نت ضعيف. The Rocking Horse Winner.
إذا هذا خليني أنا بقرأ عادي.
لا عادي دكتورة.
Okay.
The Rocking Horse Winner, like many of Lawrence's works, takes inspiration from the author's own life and experiences. Paul, like Lawrence himself, has an
ambitious
mother who is
dissatisfied.
Yes, with her husband. Both the mother in the story and Lawrence's mother aspired to a higher social position than their husbands could provide. Lawrence's mother it transferred her ambitious to her
children,
pursuing them to live themselves out of the working class. Lawrence was very close to his mother and tried his best to please her by succeeding in this education and his career, even though he risked his health in the process. Paul too risks himself to make his mother happy.
يا عيني عليك. So both.
هاي نفس الشيء اللي أنا حكيته دكتورة.
Yep. Both love their mother. Paul's mother and Lawrence's mother are dissatisfied with their social status. حياتهم الاجتماعية كانت سيئة. Why? Because both of them had a problem with their husbands. يعني لا هاي راضية بحياة اللي موفر لها إياها جوزها ولا هاي راضية. Okay, both were well educated, and both of them, Paul and Lawrence, just want to please their mothers. ما بدهم غير رضاهم يعني.
دكتورة
نعم.
دكتورة أنا غفران النت عندي مش منيح كثير، بقدر أطلع من المحاضرة أرجع أحاول أدخلها؟
اوكي
ماشي دكتورة.
يا غفران ترى النت ترى مش كويس نهائيا عند الكل. أنا عندي صورة
ما
بقول
بعرف
إنها
السبب.
توقف.
ما بعرف السبب، بس الحلو إنه لما بترجعوا للريكوردد فيديو of the lecture I
صحيح.
think will be clear. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So we have similarity between D.H. Lawrence's life and our hero's life. We have similarity, and we said, as Murad read or has read now about the semi-autobiographical story, there are many similarities between Paul's life. Paul اللي بيسأل مين هو Paul, he is our protagonist, هو رح يكون البطل في قصتنا, and Lawrence himself. إذا both of them has, or يعني سواء كان both of them have إيش ambitious mother, الثنتين أمهاتهم طموحات, who is dissatisfied with the parents, sorry, the husbands. يعني الثنتين كمان مع هالجواز والله حين مساكين الجواز والله مش شايفين النسوان. النسوان طلعت بالعالي هون عندي. مش قادرين لهم. So as we said that this story is autobiography, we said that autobiography is a self-written life story. Self-written what? Life
story.
Yep, story. طبعا as we said it is different from what? A biography, which is the life story of a person written by someone else. لما أنا أجي أكتب عن حياة فلان, some people may have their life story written by another person because they don't believe they can write well, but they are still considered an author because they are providing the information. Reading autobiographies may be more interesting than biographies. في بعض الناس بتشوف إنه أكثر ممتع to read autobiography, okay, than or rather than what? Biographies, because you are reading the thoughts of the person instead of someone interpretations. شو يعني؟ هلا some of the critics say that reading autobiographies are more interesting than أو is more interesting than reading biography. البيوغرافي إنه أكتب عن حياة فلان. الأوتوبيوغرافي إني أنا أكتب عن حياتي. فلما أكتب عن حياتي, the reader, okay, will be more interested in seeing the details of my life, okay, which are, let's say, delivered by myself, by my own feelings. يعني إنه reader prefers to what? To see your own feelings when you narrating something about your life. يعني بده يلمس مشاعرك أنت لما صار عندك مثلا certain events or certain action in your life. عشان هيك it's more interesting even if it's unreliable على فكرة, حتى لو كانت مش موثوقة. هلا almost of the critics say that the autobiography is something unreliable to read. Why? Because it's narrated by yourself. هلا ما راح تكون انت objective surely. Or it's rare, okay? It's rare to see an objective narrator who can be neutral in narrating, صح? Although it is subjective way of narration, it is still interesting. Why? Because this is the pleasing of what? Of literature. This is the funny time I may spend in reading. اللي فاتح واتساب يطفي. اوكي. فاذا عندي D.H. Lawrence, هذا الزلمه tries to give to shed the lights of his relation with his mother through writing The Rocking Horse Winner. The Rocking Horse Winner is a symbol of materialism, a symbol of the بدي أحكي النقطة يا رب تيجي عبالي. A miserable family with a cold house. What does this mean, a cold house?
Cold hearts.
Cold house.
No
Cold
feeling.
house.
Cold
There is
house
no
means
love.
married.
Yes.
Yes,
They
يعني
are
No love.
No love in
بحبوا
Cold feelings. Cold
بحب
feelings.
حرفي علام. هلا
أيوة.
almost of the setting in the story, okay, is in this house, in Paul's house, in Paul's room, okay?
Yeah.
And this house is called, what does this mean?
Yes.
يا
Hefa?
دكتور.
It means that everyone in this house live alone without sharing his feeling with the another. Yes.
Mhm.
It means
Who's
that
responsible for this?
parents, their parents maybe.
Yep.
That always complaining, always talking with a high voice about their complaints, about their bad life.
Are they
About
they
their
really
not
poor?
satisfying
Come on.
because yes.
Or anyone else? Are they really poor?
No, they
No.
aren't. They have a good income and both their parents, but there
Yes.
isn't any satisfying.
Yes.
Always complaining. Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Or,
So
or
there is no excuse. There is
yeah.
no excuse for the mother to give this way of life, to grant them such miserable life. She's giving them just sadness and what?
And the negative feelings.
Negative feelings, okay. She's
No love.
just giving them such negative energy. The negative energy controls the events of the story. A
Yeah.
woman who's always complaining, a woman who is always unsatisfied, okay? She has a nice house, she has nice kids, okay? And we can see in a certain paragraph when I was reading the story today, صرت أقول بي والله النسوان ما بيعجبهن إشي. هلا
They
عندنا
are so egregious.
what does this called?
They are so egregious. Like they have money, but they want more.
Yeah.
هلا احنا يا
لا أنا
فراس.
بحكي عن القصة. عن القصة. أيوان.
ايوه هسه
أيوة.
احنا ما هو طلع احنا عندنا يعني في بالسنه النبويه الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم قال للنسوان ايش؟ تصدقنا يا معشر النساء، تصدقن طلع المصاري ليش؟ لانه النسوان من اكثر سكان النار. قالوا له ليش يا رسول الله؟ قال تكفرنا العشير. يعني الزلمه بضل رايح جاي يجيب للدار ويحط للدار واخر اشي شو؟ بحياتك عند اول هوشه بحياتك ما عملت لي اشي.
والله. والله. طلعنا عن دينه. يكفرنا عنهم. بطلعنا عن دينه دكتوره والله العظيم. مع احترام طبعا الاثنين.
فاحنا المشكله انه هاي هيستر our protagonist بدناش نقول protagonist our female character or the female character the main female character in the story, okay, she has a good house, she has a nice children, her conditions of life are good, but she just looking at life from a very tight point or a view. She is unsatisfied. She is so greedy. She is so greedy. She is so materialistic woman. She just want to fulfill her material desires, okay, to feel happy. And this is impossible to happen. You can't control, you can't possess everything in this life. There is no perfection. Perfection just in heaven.
True.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
she leads to her, or she was the only one who is responsible of Paul's death. أنا الولد مقطع قلبي. أنا really sad for his end.
He's really lost between like his mother and his father, and to please both of them, or like to please his mother too, and also to please himself. Like he don't want like this kind of like hateness between, or like this kind of like conflict between.
You are great in this expression. He is the lost child. We can see that he is really the lost child.
He's really a victim.
Yes, he is a victim. Surely. Why? Because he hasn't the atmosphere of the childhood, the pure. I'm talking about the normal childhood. Okay.
Yes.
He hasn't such space in his house. He just hearing complainings around him. He is drawn by negative energy. He wants to get rid of such bad circumstances, okay, by creating a way to give money just to please the mother, the greedy mother who just want to complain and to make money. And that's it. And this is the target of her life.
Yes,
she
Victoria.
is really poor. She is really poor woman. She is weak spiritually, woman, and emotionally.
Yes.
Yes,
I
Victoria.
want to. Yes, please. Who wants to say?
Even when he gets money or when he earn money, she go and buy a furniture without take caring of the simple thing that the bull and his sister and brother what do they want?
Yes. She is thinking materially of everything or materialistically. هلا The Rocking Horse Winner is a short story by D.H. Lawrence, which was first published in 1926. It is a story about what? Luck, money, and success. Success, yes. And the dangers of chasing after these and investing too much in them. خطورة إنه إيش؟ إنه أنا أستثمر وأضل أركض وراهم. شو خطورة the chasing of success, money and luck?
Okay, they are trying just like to reach money and luck.
All of them together. Luck with money with success. شوف الطمع انت الجريدنس. بدهم يسيطروا على كل شيء in one time. The Rocking Horse Winner focuses on a young boy, Paul, who wishes to win money for his mother and who manages to do so by riding his rocking horse until he enters a state. طلعوا state of what? Of a frenzy. شو يعني frenzy? Madness. الولد وصل حد الجنون.
Insane, yeah.
لأنه صار يعني شوفوا انتوا صار يبلش رهان ورا رهان بت ورا بت. ليش؟ just to collect money, just to make money. Why? To give to حتى في certain events of the story he is telling his uncle, his rich uncle, not to tell his mother about a certain bit. قال لا تقول لها. Why? He wants to surprise her. يعني he wants to just to surprise his mother, just to enter happiness to his life and to his home, but in vain. مرة بيعجبهاش إشي.
على الفاضي صحيح.
والله يا حبيبي الولد راح ضياعة.
Okay.
حرام.
Yeah.
والله قطع قلبي أنا والله مني حرقت وأنا أقرأ عليه. أوكي إذا هذا كلياته إنه riding إيش until he enters a state of near frenzy and he manages to predict the name of the horse that will win the next major race. He does this several times, winning ever greater sums of money for his mother.
You know what, doctor, like through those lines, it's showing us like he's really victim, like even like he didn't think about himself, just all his thought and dream, and he's really chasing just like to give his mother money and luck and success. That's showing us he's really victim, like he didn't think about himself, he think about his mother.
Yep, he is really a victim. Eventually, however, هلا شوفوا the last اللي هو خلينا نحكي the summit of the climax. He rides his rocking horse into such frenzy that he collapses. يعني هلا لما حكينا إنه he rides his rocking horse into such frenzy, the boy, let's say, missed the control on himself, on his mind, on his way of thinking. He tries, or he did everything emotionally, without thinking, without be logical.
Yes.
That he collapses, and upon hearing news that he has won a large fortune from his latest bet, he dies. عندما بده يوصل لما خلص وصل الطموح, he dies.
Yeah.
شوفوا انتوا الكلام الجميل هون. The rocking horse winner is that if you expand all your energy trying to acquire wealth, it will end up destroying you.
Destroying you.
شوفوا ما أجمل هالمقطع. في مثل عنا. This is indeed what it does to Paul. Riding his horse proves very bad for his health. قديش هو كان enthusiastic. هلا his enthusiasm leads to what? To his downfall.
Yes.
يعني حماسه جلطه موته للولد. هلا surely his death was or happened by a heart attack. أنا متأكدة إنه heart attack.
لا جلطة. أو stroke.
جلطة للولد دمرت.
Stroke.
يعني the main reason behind his death was a heart attack, because as we said, this riding leads to a frenzy, madness. He couldn't control his feelings. He couldn't stop his enthusiasm, okay? And this leads to his heart attack. He dies by what? By chasing success and money in order to what? To please the mother.
To please his mother.
Yep, to please his mother. And that's it. So, is this love acceptable?
Well,
is this a selfish mother?
Yes.
She's very selfish mother.
Yes,
she doesn't
sure.
She doesn't think about her. You can, by the way, okay, she loves her husband from the beginning, okay? You can sacrifice, you can let's say, you can be more warm with your kids to implant love in their hearts, to let them feel healthy, to live healthy.
Yes.
Yeah. But she is really weak and a greed woman.
A friend of money.
Yes, she's a greedy woman. She just think about materialistic things. She doesn't think about her kids' happiness. He was mature more than his mother, by the way. But his weakness as a child, okay, his weakness doesn't help him.
What about his father?
His father is a
مغلوب
very
على أمره.
person. إيه؟
مغلوب على أمره.
أبو بدر معناها.
أبو بدر.
He's working بس yes.
قادر يسولف الزلمة.
ما هو احنا لو عندنا كان الزلمه كان كسر راسه لهالمره وفكنا من سوالفتها راحت ضيعت الولد طمعها. اوكي
بس
هلا انا ما راح كثير اتعمق بهذا الموضوع لانه مراد بده يمشي فيه. هذه بس كومبلكس بدناش
أيوة.
نحكي الفيلم، بس مراد بقدر ابعث لك اياها هاي اذا بدك.
اوكي.
So I think we don't want to go in within the story, the lines, the events, the details, okay? We just want to focus today on the main ideas and the relation between D.H. Lawrence's life and this story. What's the relation, or what are the similarities between Lawrence's life and Paul's life? Lawrence's mother, and Paul's mother. What or who is in charge or who is responsible for such tragic ending of this story? I think that's all for today.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think I give you, let's say, or I tried to give you the gate or the story now is clear to
Yes,
deal
it
with.
is.
Yes. So I think it's easier now to deal with or to manage with. Next time, inshallah, we will go deeper and deeper with the events and the main ideas of the Rocking Horse winner. It's really interesting story, so much, and it's very deep. It is a social story.
Yes.
Okay. I want to download the list of the attendance. And do you want anything about the story before stop recording the?
No, thank you. الله يعطيك العافية يا رب.
We're good.
دكتورة
شكرا دكتورة كثير.